Good morning, children. We are learning the Unit 1 family, in which we have already learned the lesson The Tattered Blanket and the poem My Mother. Today, we will learn the lesson 3 A Letter to a Friend. Children, all of you know that we write letters. Do you know what a letter is? A letter is the exchange of written or printed communication. There are two basic types of letters, formal letters and informal letters. Here comes a question: what are formal letters and informal letters? Observe the following messages sent by two different people. This is to bring to your kind attention that I am in need of one's help, expecting the response at the earliest possible. Now, the second message: Hi, buddy, I am stuck in a problem and I am in dire need of your help, man. Shall I dial you up a couple of hours later? Now, in the first message, it is formal and the second one is informal. Now, here is the question: what made them formal and informal? Now let us see the difference between formal and informal letter. The style of writing or the way the words are used to express ideas makes them formal or informal. Every situation can be expressed with different words put together. The way we address a friend is different from the way we address a teacher. Based on the occasion, the tone, vocabulary, and syntax change. This variation in the styles of writing marks the difference between formal and informal writing, in this case, formal and informal letters. Informal letters include letters to friends, letters to relatives, letters to parents, and letters to siblings. And formal letters include business letters, letters to higher officials, and letters to government officials. Now, in this lesson, a letter to a friend in Unit 1 is a letter written by Ramesh to his friend Suresh. And Ramesh is a computer programmer at Microsoft in Hyderabad, and his wife is also working at Dell in Hyderabad as a system analyst. So both are working, and so Ramesh feels bad about his busy life. Both Ramesh and his work with the computers, think like computers, and live like computers. Their child always plays computer games and never cares for anyone. Ramesh is very unhappy in the city, and he recalls the memorable days of his childhood in this letter. So he writes that how he enjoyed the childhood days in Manikonda village, and how they played together in the garden in the moonlight with a big family. Their grandpa, how he used to tell them the tales, how they played the gilli danda, hide and seek, and kabaddi, and how they used to go for swimming every day, every Sunday. And he also remembers how their Padmanabhaya sir appreciated them when they got the first prize in the district science fair, and their picnic to the Coil Sagar and tour of Sri Salem. Everything, all the memorable moments he writes in this letter. And he also writes about the roaring Krishna river at the dam, and he writes about the festivals that they enjoyed, the Dasra, Deepavali, etc., with their uncles and aunts. And he also thinks of his grandparents, uncles, aunts, and brothers, sisters, and he misses them a lot. So, the joy of the family, their company, and many other things he misses in his busy life. So, he thinks that he is living in an unreal world and lost the real life. So, this is the letter that he writes to his friend Suresh. So, let us look into the letter what Ramesh has written to Suresh. So, dear Suresh, this is Ramesh. I apologize for not meeting you during your visit to Hyderabad last week. Unfortunately, I had a meeting in my office. I remember how we enjoyed our childhood days in Manikonda village. Every day we played together in our garden. Our family was very big. There were 12 members in our family. I remember how we played in the moonlight. Our grandma used to give us fruit and biscuits. Our grandpa used to tell us fairy tales about the princes, warriors, and the village boys. So here, Ramesh apologizes for not meeting Suresh during his visit to Hyderabad because he was very busy in his work, and so he feels very sorry and writes this letter to him that he could not meet him and all that. And he recollects all the moments of his childhood when they both played together in the garden, and how the family was very big with 12 members. And they also he recollects about playing in the moonlight, and grandma giving them fruits and biscuits, and grandpa telling them the fairy tales about the princes, warriors, and the village boys. So this is how he says in the first paragraph. And he says that he is working at Microsoft, a software company, Hyderabad, as a computer programmer. And he says, I'm married and we have a child. My wife works at Dell Hyderabad as a system analyst. You know, the city life is quite busy. We start in the morning, leave our child at the baby care center, and come back in the evening with faded faces. We hardly find time to sit together. How disgusting. We work with computers, think like computers, and live like computers. We have forgotten our family. So he says that both of us, both his wife and himself, work, and so they have a very busy life. They leave their child at the baby care center and come in the evening with tired faces, and they don't find time to sit together and talk together, talk also. So completely their life is just has become very mechanical, and they just think like computers and work like computers itself, and the next day again they'll be busy going to the office. So they don't have time even to think of their family. They completely forgotten their family. And next paragraph he says, I remember how we played gilli danda, hide and seek, kabaddi. We went for swimming in our local tank every Sunday. Here we live in an apartment where there is no room to play. Our flat is our world, just like a well for a frog. The world remains unheeded. Unheeded means not heard completely. We're not heard or not seen or ignored. So it was something like that, that when he remembers how he played gilli danda, hide and seek, and kabaddi, and the swimming, they used to go every Sunday. But now he stays in an apartment and there is no room for playing. That means they never he has such time to play all these things. And moreover, he says that he is just like a frog in the well who just cannot come out. And he says how happy we were in our school. We used to sit in the same row, did all the work together, and took part in the events. I remember how Padmanabhaya sir, our class teacher, appreciated us when we got the first prize in district science fair. I remember we went on a picnic to Koil Sagar. There we went boating. Our tour to Sri Sailam was memorable. Still, I remember the green hills full of trees that almost touched the sky. I remember the roaring of the Krishna river at the dam. There is nothing here. I wonder at my child's silence. He always sits in front of the computer and plays games, never caring for anyone. So here he says that he recollects that Ramesh and Suresh, both of them, they used to sit in the same row, and they used to sit together, work together, and they used to take part in all the events. When once there was one district science fair in which they had got the first prize for doing that projects, and it was that their class teacher Padmanabhai sir had appreciated them a lot. So he recollects all that appreciation, even the picnics that he had gone, the boating he has gone, and the tour to Sri Sailam, where he has seen all the green hills full of trees, which was almost touching the sky. Remembers the roaring of the Krishna river, how it was flowing with lots of noise, and all these he remembers everything where he has enjoyed in his childhood. And he feels bad that his child's silence, he is completely silent, he has not seen all these things, he's not enjoying all these things, so he feels bad about it. And he feels bad that his child only sits in front of the computer and plays games, and he is not bothered about any other thing at all. So this is what he feels bad about, that his child is not has enjoyed all those things what he has enjoyed in his childhood. Then in the next paragraph, he says, I remember the happy moments when our uncle visited us. He brought toys and fruits for us. Our aunt brought me a new dress for Dashera. How we enjoyed Deepavali. Still, I hear the sound of crackers. I can see the rockets flying into the sky, making the night full of light. Where are those days? My child doesn't know his uncle or aunt. For him, uncle and neighbor are the same. Sometimes I think of our childhood days. I think of grandparents, uncles, brothers, sisters. We miss them. We miss the joy of the family. We miss their company. We are missing many things in this busy life. So he says that the happy moments, whenever our uncles and aunts visited us, they used to bring some toys and fruits and everything, and the joy was completely different. Whereas my child, we don't have time to go and meet the relatives, so my child doesn't know who is the uncle and everyone. For him, the neighbor, and neighbor is also an uncle, and even the relative, what uncles come, he doesn't know the difference at all about it. So that way he is not able to identify anybody. He's only sitting in front of the computers and plays over there all the time. So this is what Suresh Ramesh tries to tell his friend, that how he is missing everything. So he thinks of the grandparents, uncles, brothers, sisters, and he says the joy of the family and their company and everything is missing for him in this busy life. And next, he says that I don't know where those gardens have gone, those fairy tales, those fruit, those words of love and affection. We have lost our real life in this unreal world. So whatever he is living, he's not living the real life. He's in an unreal world, he says, because he's not seeing any sort of love and affection and all that. So he's missing all those things. And at last he feels happy that, and how I am happy that I have found time to write to you. Please come to me. Let's remember our childhood days of joy. So this is what he writes at the last, that he is happy at least to write to his friend, recollecting all his memorable days. So this is how he recollects all his cherishable moments with his friend and writes a letter to his friend. Okay. So have you understood this letter, children? And nowadays, like how the people in the city, when the nuclear families and all that, how the children are missing all these things, the childhood moments and all the enjoyable moments what a child should do, play with friends and all that, that is all being missing in the apartments in the nuclear family. Okay. So children, in the next class we shall see how to write a formal and informal letter, and also the comprehension exercises, questions of a letter to a friend. Okay.